Well, it looks like I finally got Batman. And, yeah, Scarecrow missions and Harley Quinn. Oh yeah, that's right, those are the DLC. I thought she was a pre-order DLC. I pre-ordered this game and I got rid of it because I didn't get the money to just now. So, I guess they gave it to me anyway. That's very generous of Amazon. Be the Batman, and... what the hell is that? 49 gigabytes? What the fuck? Now, before I say anything, let me just address the elephant in the room. Let's talk about the DLC for Batman Arkham Knight first. We're gonna get to the main game in a second, and then I'll tell you, is it worth it? I'll do the whole bid for you in a second, but let me just talk about the DLC for a moment here. Batman Arkham Knight has been trying to promote DLC exclusives such as the Scarecrow missions for the PS4 only. Pre-order this at GameStop. You get the Red Hood story DLC. Fucking story. You get the Harley Quinn story DLC. Yeah, let me just tell you guys this now. For those of you who didn't pre-order or got the PlayStation 4 version or whatever, you're fine. Okay? I don't know how this looks on Xbox One. I'm sure it must looking better on PlayStation 4. I'm sure they run the fucking same. So, I got my copy on the PlayStation 4, obviously. I pre-ordered it, which I don't normally do. I talked about this. I don't normally pre-order games anymore. Why? Because you might get some big disappointments, especially nowadays with video games. But, like a dumbass, I pre-ordered this one. I actually got rid of my pre-order at the last second because I couldn't buy the game at the time. But then I ended up buying the game anyway, like a few days later. So they ended up sending me the Harley Quinn DLC anyway. Thank you, Amazon, by the way. So I can rant about this shit! Okay. So, I bring it home. I plug in the stuff for the, you got the codes you gotta put in. Actually, hold on a sec. Okay, so you got the Batman Arkham Knight cover right here. Okay, so, there you go. You got the Harley Quinn DLC, you know, you gotta put in the code and everything. I can show you the code now because I already put it in. It doesn't matter any fucking more. You got the Scarecrow missions for the PS4 version. There it is, there it is. You got the packs for the blah blah blah, and of course you got the minimum instruction book. Okay, these fucking things don't matter. Scarecrow missions add nothing to the fucking story at all. And Harley Quinn's mission actually does add something to the story, but guess what? It's summed up in one sentence in the main game, which means for the fuck's sake, you didn't have to play this very small campaign. You want to know how small the Harley Quinn DLC is? This is the one that they've been promoting for the longest, and I wouldn't get so pissed off about this if they didn't constantly promote this as, oh, this is going to be like an extra story. This might be similar to the Catwoman DLC in Arkham City, which was really good. This doesn't go by episodes. This is one, possibly 15 to 20 minute story, if you can stretch it out to 20 minutes. It's 4 challenge maps that just sort of intertwine with each other, just with minimum cutscenes. Not even. It's mostly just Harley Quinn walking slowly while talking to the Penguin.
Okay, donut dunkers. You gonna bring Ivy to me, or am I gonna have to get her myself?
Harley, quit wasting time, you stupid mug. Quick, keep it quiet. You don't want to attract too much attention.
No can do, Blubberpot. Quiet ain't in my vocabulary.
We need Ivy to take out the bat trash.
Hey, no way I'm helping Batman take out the trash. Let him take out his own damn trash. I want Batman dead.
That's what I meant, Harley. That's what I meant.
That's it. Honest to God, that's all it is. The Red Hood DLC will run you possibly about 10 minutes if you really try at it. Yeah, and this is from somebody who hasn't played it. I haven't played the Red Hood DLC. I watched a walkthrough on it. I watched one walkthrough on it from a very good Batman Arkham Knight player, and for fuck's sakes, he did it in 10 minutes!
Let's see if these guns are everything Black Mask says they are. You calling Black Mask a liar?
Quit busting my chops. Just show me what we got.
Where is Black Mask keeping the goods?
You want information? Read a newspaper.
Wrong answer.
Okay, stop! At the docks! He's keeping the guns at the docks.
Appreciate that.
10 fucking minutes! What was the even point of pre-ordering this from GameStop? It really... I'm not saying that the DLC isn't a little bit fun, but afterwards, after I finished beating it supposedly, I was like, okay, you know, what's next? It felt like Metal Gear Solid Ground Zeroes, and even shorter than that. Okay, so Ground Zeroes was worse because it was actually a full fucking game, but you get my point. This is the so-called story add-ons you've been talking about? If this is it, then that's gonna make me afraid for the Batgirl DLC that's supposed to be in the future. They're promoting the hell out of that too. Oh, the Batgirl DLC we got coming, it's gonna be in the Season Pass. Yeah, no wonder you're trying to promote that with the Season Pass because there's only 50 fucking minutes long. Okay, so, and let's get to the fucking Scarecrow missions, alright? Yeah, the Scarecrow missions, you know, here it is, PlayStation exclusive. Scarecrow Nightmare missions, yeah. Guys, all fucking Batmobile. I'm not kidding. It's all Batmobile. Didn't we get enough of the whole racetracks with the Riddler stuff in this game? Because that's a lot of it here. Seriously, the Batmobile is already used in the main game about 75 to 80% of the time. And, you know, I should have known this. I should have known because when every fucking interview they did, all they talk about was the goddamn Batmobile. And I was like, okay, oh, alright, so the Batmobile sounds cool, it looks very, it's beautiful, graphic-wise and everything, there's a lot of detail there. So, okay, what about the Predator stuff? Oh, well, we don't want to talk about the Predator stuff. Let's talk about some of the Batmobile missions. You're going to be shooting at tanks? Yeah, that's great. Yeah, that's fine and everything, but what about the stealth element? Well, the Batmobile using stealth. No, not the fucking Batmobile. I want to know about other elements of the game. And although other elements of the game have been improved in Arkham Knight, I will talk about that in a second. But, like I said, what the fuck is up with all the Batmobile shit in this game? And I'm not going to hold it against the game. I'm not going to hold it against it that much because the Batmobile is a lot of fun. You know, it takes a while to get handled too, but it really brings in some innovation, and it is actually a lot of fun. But all of the fucking Scarecrow missions are nothing but Batmobile stuff! You would think after Arkham Asylum, and this is made by the same guys of Rocksteady, that I can understand this from something like WB Montreal, they made this, but this, you know, guys, you invented this shit! You invented this version of Scarecrow, this element of creepiness and darkness, and it's just literally just riding down the Scarecrow racetrack and it's shooting at a big hallucination of Scarecrow as a giant while he just taunts you.
How did it feel to kill you? You can convince yourself it was an accident, but we know the truth, don't we? Bring down the bat. Feed him to the crows. Make him suffer. Tear him apart. It will take more than that to overcome me.
Thank God there's only about 4 of them. And what is with the number 4? It's always like 4. 4 challenge maps for the Red Hood. 4 challenge maps for the Harley Quinn stuff. 4 race car maps for the Scarecrow! You know, I can rant and rave all about the DLC if I fucking want. And I am. And I am. I've already did. I got that out. I addressed the elephant in the room, okay? But there's a reason why they call that DLC. It's downloadable content. Even though it's shit that should have already been in the fucking game, there's no reason to have it as a pre-order and a limited DLC if it just could have been so fucking short that it could have been put in the game already. There was no reason for you to pre-order this shit. With that being said, the game is fantastic. The game is great. The main game. Let's excuse all the DLC bullshit. Fuck all the Scarecrow stuff. Fuck the extra Scarecrow stuff, because Scarecrow in the main game is fucking awesome. Fuck the Harley Quinn stuff, the extra stuff. Fuck the Red Hood DLC. And whatever short-ass DLC they come out with. Now, like I showed you before, skins and whatnot, skins for the Batmobile and skins for the Batsuit, I understand that. That is purely cosmetic, and that's understandable. That's going to be in every modern-day game nowadays. But to actually say that that's part of the fucking story... Anyway, going back to the main game of Batman Arkham Knight, this is hands down one of the best, if not the best Batman game ever made. Next to Arkham City. Okay, so there are some few things that are missing from Arkham City. Whereas in Arkham City, you had the challenge maps, and you was able to do challenge maps with other characters. Of course, with future DLC, and of course with the Game of the Year edition, you was able to do challenge maps with other characters such as Catwoman, all that stuff. And the dual play feature in here that they promoted is pretty neat. But at the same time, it's kind of weird how in the AR challenges, they're called now, you can only play as them as Batman. And if somebody else, and if you want to play as somebody like Nightwing and stuff, it has to be like the dual play version of it. But either way, the main game is superb. The voice acting is so... it's fantastic. It's so good that you are literally invested in everything these people say. I've never been so interested in a story before, even in a series. And I'm a big Kingdom Hearts fan, and there are even some Kingdom Hearts games where I'm just like, oh my god, the dialogue here is, it's pretty shit. Here, it works, and it's really well fleshed out. It's really good. And these characters give a shit. These actors give a shit. You got Jonathan Banks in there from Breaking Bad. He's freaking awesome. Of course, you got Kevin Conroy, Troy Baker, who's playing like 5 different people. Nolan North. All these guys care. Matthew Mercer. Even the newer guys that they brung in who haven't voiced acted in the Arkham series at all, actually feel like they give a shit, and they emote, and this is good voice acting. This is possibly some of the best voice acting you will hear in a video game. But the Arkham games have always been like that. What about everything else? Well, the Predator missions, like I was stating before, has actually been improved. Yeah, the enemy AI is smarter. They will actually try to combat the different ways Batman tries to take them down. Whether it's through a floor crate, they will start looking at the floor crates. Even if in Arkham City, they would look at the floor crates if there was a body near it. Now, there doesn't have to be a body near it. They just know Batman tactics now, to the point where they just know to look down that floor crate. They would throw a grenade down there, an incinerator grenade, which will detonate and just kind of take down a whole row of these of the floor crates. Not permanently destroying them, but just kind of hitting that entire row. Of course, Batman moves a lot faster now. The gargoyles, just like in Arkham City, they will shoot it down. Or they would pay more attention to what's above them. If you take out a henchman that's by himself, the henchman will adapt per instructions from who's ever in charge, whether it's Two-Face or the Arkham Knight, who's really smart and capable of handling Batman's tactics by saying, oh, group together. So you actually have to take down the henchman faster than you would normally would in Arkham City or Arkham Asylum, or even in the Arkham Origins. So here, there's been a lot of things improved. The combat is a lot better. Of course, you know, you got the standard free flow system as you did in the previous games, but a lot more gadgets can be used, as well as the Batmobile, if it's near you, can help you take down an enemy, which is pretty good. And although the story here isn't written by Paul Dini, it's still kind of hard to tell because it sort of brings in an Arkham City feel to it, as in, yeah, you can follow the main mission and you can just, you know, kind of do that, but there'll be these other side missions that will distract you, as well as random things that will pop up, such, oh, there's some riders over here, or there's a firefighter that needs rescuing, or something like that. And you'll be going to fight Scarecrow, but you'll say, oh, okay, I'm fucking Batman, let me go help this person. You know, you got stuff like that. And of course, it wouldn't be an Arkham game without being littered to the point with Easter eggs. There are Easter eggs all over the place that it's ridiculous. The city is about, I think they said 10 times bigger than Arkham City, and it really shows. There's so much detail being put into the city that freaking alleyways are just littered with different things. There's even a poster from the previous game featuring Quincy Sharp, who was the former warden of Arkham Asylum, and then he became the mayor of everything. I don't really know what happened to his character. They don't mention him a lot in this game, although it's assumed that he possibly committed suicide. I hope that's not a spoiler for people. Batman's Rogue Gallery. The Scarecrow is very creepy and well done here. Much more interesting than his Arkham Asylum appearance. I know everyone really loved the Arkham Asylum Scarecrow. I like this one a little bit better. Or should I say a lot better? He's more threatening. The other one felt more cartoony to me. Not saying that his missions weren't pretty awesome, and they were awesome. They were one of the best things about the game. But here, you can see the fear toxin really taking its toll on Batman, and although it doesn't have that big of an impact as it did in the first game, it still holds some depth to it, as it mostly reflects from the previous game, which was Arkham City. So, the Scarecrow's fine. The other previous Rogue Gallery that makes appearances, Catwoman's back. You also have the Penguin, who is, of course, dealing weapons. You have Two-Face, who is robbing banks while no one's there. That's a pretty awesome gameplay you get. That's when the Predator gameplay really gets really investing, as Two-Face henchmen start hitting bigger banks. And then you have the Arkham Knight. And I'll say this really quickly. It's kind of weird that Bane and Killer Croc never make it a single appearance in this game, after being in all the rest of the Arkham games. So this was kind of weird. There are a couple of references to Bane, and there's like one or two references to Killer Croc as well. But it's kind of odd that they don't make any type of physical appearance. Actually, I don't even think Scarecrow mentions him at all, considering what the fuck he did to his face in Arkham Asylum. But anyway, going back to Arkham Knight, that might be future DLC, who fucking knows. Going back to the Arkham Knight, guys, you won't believe who the Arkham Knight is. I'm not going to give it away, but tell me, well, think to yourself, the first person that come to mind, who do you think the Arkham Knight is? Rocksteady tried to push this off as a new character, but I'm going to be honest here. The first thing that came to people's minds for who the Arkham Knight was, and the first rumor that went around the internet, it's exactly who that is. Okay? I didn't ruin anything. Unless you've been really paying attention to the news and stuff like that. That's the only time it might feel a little ruined for you. And even then, you don't have to believe me. I could just be bullshitting with you. Because the reveal, although I saw it coming, there's actually two things in this game I saw coming, and that was the ending, which did leave out on somewhat of a cliffhanger, I think, and not to spoil it too much, and who the Arkham Knight is. But when these reveals come, the game feels like it's done something like, oh, we did something massive. Oh, yeah, I bet you didn't know that person was the Arkham Knight. Oh, I bet you didn't know this was going to happen. It's like, yeah, it's kind of, yeah, I've kind of saw that coming. It's kind of easy to see it coming, especially, when you play the game, the more you play. And there's been hints. there's actually a really big hint in the game who the Arkham Knight is. So, like I said, the first person that comes to mind, it's probably it. No, it's not out. Anyway, fuck it. So, Arkham Knight is a really good game. And like I said once again, 75 to 80% is fucking Batmobile related. Of course, the city is, I said, is much bigger now, so it's literally would take you way too long to get to the other parts of the city, as Gotham City has been reinvented. And there's actually 3 islands that make up the entire city. So, of course, you gotta go over bridges and whatnot and stuff like that. And then the Arkham Knight has this whole military force, his tanks around. So, as Batman, it'd be kind of hard to just move around without the Batmobile. So, you really need it. And it comes in handy. It's a lot of fun to play with. I can still see how some people can say it's used a little bit too much, and it seems like a lot of Rocksteady's focus went to the Batmobile itself. Of course, Batman has his own upgrades, and as well as playing as Batman by himself is a lot of fun, as well as using the dual play system to play as other characters. There's still this underlining feature that the majority of this game has been built around the Batmobile. It's like they literally thought of the Batmobile first and then did everything else. And if that's the case, I can understand that. I still don't think that warrants giving this game a lower score because of that, though. Because it really is good. It really is good, and the Batmobile sections are a lot of fun. I wish they was few and far in between, though. I don't mind using the Batmobile to get around the city. That's a lot of fun. Chasing cars and whatnot, chasing criminals down, high-speed chases, that's a lot of fun. But as far as like using them in like the Riddler challenges and everything, that gets kind of annoying. Those possibly where I'm to the point where I'm like, okay, can I not use the Batmobile for this? And you have to. There's no other way of doing it. So in order for me to get back to playing the actual game, let me show you guys some gameplay here, and I will come back towards the end of the video, give my final thoughts, and say, is it worth it? And then we'll call it a day here. Alright, so I'll be back right after this.
Hello everyone, SoranotRoxas here, and we're taking a look at Batman Arkham Knight. Is it worth it? Oh, this is the last in the Batman Arkham franchise, and guys, you know that saddens me a lot. If anyone who's been on this channel before, they know exactly how much I love the Arkham franchise. Although I kind of ranted a little bit at the beginning of this video, I have to say, this game still manages to be fantastic. This is the PS4 version of the game I'm playing, and I've already put a few hours in, so there might be some spoilers ahead. If there are, I do apologize for that, but you should know to just skip this portion of the video. Alright, so I'm going to show just a little bit of gameplay here. Going to try to avoid any spoilers. Sometimes random things just happen and you just have no control over them. This is my first time playing the game. I'm not going to show any of the DLC content as well because, well, like I said before, it's not really worth it, but at the same time, it's not really much to go off of. It doesn't really help the main game too much, in my opinion. So I'm just going to leave that as it is. So what we're going to do is actually jump into the main game here. And then from there, you can make up your mind on is it worth it or not. Oh, here's, as with all the Arkham games, start off with a little screenshots here. I don't know if there's going to be any spoilers in here, hopefully not. And basically from what I said in the vlog portion of this video, this game is really good. It's on a much massive scale, on a bigger scale than Arkham City. So to compensate for that, there's a bigger story and there is a bigger Gotham City. Okay, I have no idea which portion of the game I'm in. I actually don't remember. Oh, we got stuck there for a bit. And you can tell from the way it looks. It looks fantastic, even on PS4. It's not like the PS4 is a bad system in no means sense of the regards. No, it's actually is a really good system. But just look at these textures. Look, I notice how it's always raining here. It's possibly just to make them look even better or to hide some really ugly textures somewhere, because this is an open world game, so there's no surprise that there are some pretty gnarly looking textures somewhere. The amount of detail in this game is really amazing. Even the amount of detail on Batman's outfit here, which is one of the DLC outfits. This is not the main outfit that comes with the game. Alright, so from what you can see here, as far as the eye can see, you can go there. And man, what a playground it is. What a playground it is. Alright, so you get basically the standard stuff. Here is your map, and here is the city. I don't know, can I pan this out? Can I move? Oh, there we go. Yeah, here's the map, layout of it as well. Turns out I was actually facing the wrong way. Okay, so you can't go that way. I was facing the wrong way, I apologize. But even with that being said, the map is still pretty massive, as well as a lot of the interiors are there pretty much like how they were in Arkham Asylum, more so than Arkham City. Those blimps, those 3D looking blimps, you can actually go into those as well. And of course you have your standard Gotham City stories, as well as the number of character profiles. See, I just unlocked the Penguin's character profile. I could have sworn I thought I looked through that already. You got the Wayne Tech upgrades. There are a lot more this time around, mostly due to the fact that the Batmobile has been integrated into the game. And we're going to show some Batmobile gameplay here in a second. I don't want to show too much, because anything I actually show will be a lot of spoilers. Okay, so this is the way I need to turn. Yep, okay. Now, as far as the eye can see, you can go there. That's pretty amazing. Mission selections are a little bit different here as well. You actually press right on the control pad and it brings up this set waypoint system. And you can set it to pretty much any crime that's going on. So we can do like an Enigma mission, or we can do something for Azrael, firefighters, you know, things like that. Case files, different case files. There's Firefly, and even if
fire crew's in danger, I'm going to find them before it's too
there's nothing
late.
going down, you can always switch to these, and you can always make them your priority. But as you notice, unlike the main mission, which has a waypoint, I can't go to a certain waypoint for the firefighter mission here.
Hostage. Their
It is
lives
mostly
are in danger.
because
No time to lose.
I don't know where this firefighter is. So it's that sort of thing. It's kind of like a crime. It's kind of like that whole crime scene thing. You don't know where it's happening until you get there. Until you find it. So some clues pop up. Alright.
Riddler's next
Let's see if we can have anything for Riddler. Then I can show you guys some Batmobile gameplay. Might as well, because like I said, 75% of the game is Batmobile related stuff. Let's actually call it in. Out of my way, peasants! Fuck yeah! Fuck your car! Oh, it's a lot of fun. Yeah, I will say this, the Batmobile, out of my way, Batmobile is a lot of fun to play with.
The hell is that thing? It's a
Bam!
bat. Turn around. Go, go.
Alright, let's see if I can do one of his racetracks, and I can show you guys exactly how it goes. Riddler this time around, bit of a douche, even more so than the other games.
I hope you understand that. Oh, had I so wished, you'd have failed before you had even begun to comprehend the very first hurdle. But no, no, no. I wanted you to know the full extent of my brilliance, you understand? To fully appreciate my superiority. But now, well, I'm not going easy on you anymore.
Oh boy. You know, I have trouble with these whole racetrack things in here. I'm actually getting better with the Batmobile, but it takes a while to first get the grasp of things.
But please, do not let its unique peculiarities crush your spirit. Well, shall we begin?
Yes. Yes, let me at it. Let me fail miserably.
Dark Knight, you are not losing what little grip you had on reality. You've merely entered a brave new world of my design.
Oh boy, guys, this one is not going to be too easy for me. I'm going to try to speak while I'm doing this, and this is actually really difficult. Yeah, the Riddler stuff is actually really difficult this time around. And I'm possibly going to have some trouble with this, but here we go. It gets harder as it goes on. It may seem like it's nothing now, but trust me, it gets worse. And this is possibly the hardest part of this game. Doing the Batmobile stuff. And there's a lot of Batmobile stuff. But mostly doing the Riddler races. My god, it's a pain in the ass. And I'm going to try not to fail. There we go. Alright, go around here. Okay, we're not doing too bad.
Or does the Dark Knight require a pit stop?
Oh, damn it. Okay, we're not doing that bad. Could be doing better. Gonna have to put on the afterburner here.
Careful now, Batman.
Damn it!
You didn't go to all the trouble of
You see? Oh, come on! That's not even fair. You see what I'm talking about? Oh my god.
You know, it takes a very special to crush itself underfoot.
Oh, would you shut up? And he will taunt you throughout the entire thing. It's really a grueling process. I try my best. I really do try my best. But I am just terrible at these things. But this might also be the reason why I don't play racing games. So if you're a person like me that doesn't really care for racing games too much, this is really going to kill you. Oh, for the love of God. Why did I do this mission? I could have just did something else. I could have just threw some spoilers in there and I would have been fine. But no, I want to be nice and I don't want to do any spoilers.
Feeling claustrophobic, detective? Get ready for the final lap.
More or less claustrophobic,
fitting
more
in
like
for you, detective. A stain on my floor.
Oh boy. Alright, okay, we can make this. We can make this. We can beat the time. And we can make it.
Any second now.
We can do this. We can do this. We got this. Oh boy, we got it. We got it. We got it. We got it, people. We got it.
It's time. 1,000 dead bats of pressure.
No! No, I thought I made it. Oh God. Okay, this is hard. This is hard. This is not even a review anymore. This is kind of like a let's play right now.
That car has
and I'm getting really pissed off, and I'm gonna try not to yell. Are you fucking? That's right.
That's several tons of metal slamming down.
It's several tons of metal. Shut the hell up.
You may wish to avoid it.
Oh boy.
Another lap would be the end of you, Dark Knight, and I can't quite bring myself to stop the fun so soon. Your next key awaits.
Okay, now from here,
oh, good.
In order to help out Catwoman, we switch over. And Catwoman, who has a bomb strapped to her neck, we actually have to make sure we pick the right key. Hopefully this is the right one. I actually picked the wrong key the first time around. And it's pretty funny. Messed up, but kind of funny.
Congratulations, Catwoman. You proved yourself able to follow simple directions.
And that's it. And I actually can add on to the AR training, so I can do the leaderboards and stuff like that, blah blah. I can actually honestly care less. I already have trouble with these things as it is, so actually doing the whole leaderboard thing doesn't really interest me.
I must say, Dark Knight, that your desperate fumblings have exceeded my admittedly rather meager expectations. I am impressed. This must be how naturalists felt upon observing chimpanzees using tools for the first time. Did you know, Detective, that the cleverest chimps can even obey simple instructions? It's true. Let's try it, shall we? Go to Gotham Casino for your next test, and I'll give you a banana.
Now you can actually do what he says and go to the Gotham Casino, or you can just do another mission. It actually doesn't penalize you either way. I know it's all supposed to come like full circle as far as the ending of the game goes, but for right now, we're not going to worry about that.
Batman, he's got a freaking tank!
Oh look, someone to chase. Let's chase him down.
He's on our tail! I don't want that thing! Come on, close it!
How you doing, boys? Bam! And bam. I don't know why. The Batmobile, running people down with the Batmobile is a lot of fun. And the game runs pretty smoothly. I have literally found no problems as far as any glitches, or as you can see with the Riddler stuff, nothing in between the loading screen and... Oh! I have to interrogate this guy. He's a Riddler informant. Gotta grab him. Hello! Are you gonna help your friend? No, you're not. Oh look, more enemies to fight. So as you can already tell, the fighting is definitely the same as the other ones, which is fine. And try not to execute this guy here. There we go.
You work for Riddler, so talk to me. That's all I know. It's enough.
And then from there, the Riddler stuff starts to appear on your map, which makes it a lot easier to find. And that's basically it, guys. Like I said, mostly the vlog portion took care of this. It's a very beautiful looking game. I haven't ran into literally any problems so far. And as far as right now, it's the only game I played that actually looks and feels skeptical about having a next-gen system, especially with all the recent games coming out, but Batman Arkham Knight has me hopeful for the future. And you know what? I look forward to that future. Bam! Oh god, I love the Batmobile. I do. There's a lot of it, but it's a lot of fun. Alright guys, that's it. I think it's worth it. I think it is. Whether you're into Batman or whether you like open world types of games, or just like causing destruction but yet actually still being the good guy, this is a lot of fun. Alright, let me make a closure video. Well, let's get to the closure portion of this video. And I'll see you guys then.
So as you can see, the Batman Arkham Knight DLC so far has kind of been somewhat of a disappointment, although entertaining. The main game still holds up fantastically. The Batmobile brings a lot of innovation to the game. There's been things that have been added on. Like I said, the game's also been littered with Easter eggs. You even get a call from Lex Luthor. How awesome is that? Even though he's not voiced by Clancy Brown. I know. That would have been fucking fantastic, but they didn't do that. And there might be some hint here of, if Rocksteady is not doing another Batman game, does this mean that they can pull off a Superman game? In the future, who knows? I'm just saying. There's a lot of Easter eggs to the Superman franchise, so that would be really awesome. Maybe a Justice League game? Well, alright guys, thanks for watching, and oh yeah, is it worth it? Yes, it is. But if you missed out on the DLC, don't worry about it. Wait for the Game of the Year edition, or wait until this DLC is standalone by itself. Maybe if it's, I don't know, $10 might be too much. If it's $4.99 for like the Harley Quinn DLC, that might be fine, you know, or the Red Hood. They can possibly put both of them together as a double feature, or like I said, Wait for the Game of the Year edition if they make one. It seems like they might. Really good game. You possibly want to avoid it on... Oh, no, wait. It's not on Steam anymore, right? They took it off of Steam? Okay, so it's not on PC anymore, so PC players have to wait. I would recommend, though, to possibly get it on consoles. You know, get it on the PS4 or the Xbox One if you have one of those. And just enjoy it, man. It runs very, very smoothly. There's literally seamless transitions from the cutscenes to gameplay, and the game works on almost every level. So, yep, guys, thanks for watching, and Batman Arkham Knight is definitely worth it. And so until then, I'll see you guys in my next video. Take care.
There is no savior. No more hope. No more Batman.